Miyazaki once said, the problem with current anime is that it's made by people who've only seen anime, so it became like a derivative and parody of itself. And I think that's what's happening to Yashahime.
I've never thought of it that way, but I can see what you're saying.
Yeah, so hi, I'm Annie.
I'm Minty.
And this is FunUntitled, where we serve every podcast with an FU. And today's subject is episode 46 of Yashahime, aka what we do believe is episode 22 of season 2. So we have 2 more episodes of the series, or season.
This was the episode of contradictions.
I mean, I don't even know how to dissect this episode because it kept going back and forth.
I mean, let's just go like kind of character to character. So like, I mean, the main thing is like Rion, right? So she accepted Kirin Sensei's help. She accepted that she can't kill her father and that she will become part of the Grim Butterfly so that she can kill all demons and maybe control humans?
And Kirin Sensei justifies this because he points at Tora and says, you know how bad humans are. All humans wants to do is slay demons. And I'm just blinking and looking at the camera. And what are you doing then, if not just slaying demons?
Right, and there was this thing about like humans only want to know or don't want to know the truth. And it's like they just don't know the truth. That's different from not wanting to know the truth.
You sound like someone with a tinfoil hat, Kirin Sensei, if you come up to me and say, vampires are real.
I mean, I think this really goes back to what you're saying about Miyazaki, right? There's always the trope of like demons bad, humans good, so let's save all humans. But the series Inuyasha, although they do fight demons, the show was never about destroying all demons. It was basically, let's get the Shikan Jewel, and it just so happens that a lot of the enemies were demons, but they never said specifically, we will kill all demons. Because even like the ones that inconvenienced humans, they were like, oh, okay, you're actually just a pest. If you just go away, we'll leave you alone. So that's what made Inuyasha really cool, and that's why the Band of Seven was such an important enemy group to have for Inuyasha. But Yashahime is just going through the typical anime trope that demons bad, but it's like, it doesn't make sense in this series. Even what Yashahime presents, it's like, they've never said demons are bad.
The reason why I personally thought of that Miyazaki quote is because the whole final battle against Rion's heart threads and capturing the butterflies just reminded me of video game plot lines. Phoenix Wright, you have to unlock all the heart locks in order to get the true confession inside the person. Or Monster Hunter, you have to throw bombs and yada yada to get it in a certain area. And it's just like, you're just being weird and using other anime tropes. Nothing here is original. Like someone else said, oh, that's the problem with the new Star Wars movie, is because when the OG guy, I forget his name,
George Lucas?
Yeah, George Lucas. He loved westerns and he basically put westerns in space, making a whole new genre. But now with the new Star Wars movie, it's just, I only know Star Wars, let's do the same Star Wars thing.
Oh. Isn't that why they say like episode 7 is a derivative of episode 4?
Yes, because it's like all the same plot lines but different characters.
Interesting.
So there's nothing new in Yashahime, and everything that they're using just doesn't work for this anime.
Maybe they just rely on like using familiar things so they don't have to explain anything. But it's like you could just take the whole thing out.
This episode was just so infuriating because they gave me no reasons to care about Rion. They gave me no reason why I should care about this girl who's already dead, and I know she's just a Kikyo clone.
She is.
Like, we can't kill that butterfly. That dead girl is in there. Lord forbid we make her fully dead. So the whole like, wait, Rion wants to kill all demons because she hates half demons because she was murdered by one, but she never talked ill of it. Maybe she is. And then Rion cuts her off, and I'm like, what? Wasn't it obvious Rion was a half demon this whole time?
I mean, based on how much Maru is obsessed with Toga, and that this series is all about half demons and the relationship between humans and demons, it was kind of a natural progression. And she was technically like, they made her like the 4th Powerpuff Girl.
Now, which one? The OG Powerpuff Girl, then the reboot?
Either way, it's basically you are part of that group for a reason.
My problem is Rion has a strong motif of, oh, I just don't understand my father, and now she has 2 daddies who both think Rion wants different things. Kirin Maru thinks Rion wants him to be the strongest. Kirin Sensei thinks she wants a world where they get rid of all the demons and subjugate all the humans. And Rion's like, you don't know me, you don't know my life. And it's like, okay, but But this normally works if, like, Tora might have had a better dialogue with her father.
This might work if I knew what Rion even likes. Because they say, like, Rion likes humans, but it's like, why does she like humans? Because she saw the Taj Mahal?
Hell yeah. No, yeah, God.
That doesn't exist at that time right now? Maybe it does. I don't think so.
It frustrates me so badly that it implies Kiramar is from China, but we don't do anything with China.
I mean, there was the 4 perils.
I mean, I guess.
That loosely referenced the 4 cardinal direction animals.
Because I'm having hard things to say because I don't want to shit on Yashahime. I'm sick of shitting on it. I'm just trying to understand.
I mean, that's the real problem with this show is like, I just constantly feel like I don't have enough information. And I will never have enough information. And we'll get to a conclusion and I'm like, I guess there are more than one ways to get to Rome, but I wish I knew the pathway that got me to where I am now.
2 things that really bother me in this episode is 1, Kirin Sensei can now take demon powers, so it's implied that the sword takes away demon powers, but Tora was able to take away powers from episode like 2E.
2D?
I thought I saw a pussycat on Tweety Bird, but so that was weird. And number 2, I feel like we're just completely glossing the fact that demons came from space.
Demons are aliens. Telling you. Okay, what's a Futurama reference we can fit in here?
Hypnotoad.
Brrr.
So they keep putting things in the Inuyasha narrative that they won't dwell on, and the ones that they do dwell on is like, you're saying humans are shitty, and you're saying that like, oh, demons were helping humans in multiple wars. Like, Kirin Sensei, how would you know that? It's not in the history books. Everything you know is fairy tale. That's why you won't shut up about Momotaro. You don't know if like
Another Chinese story.
is it? I thought Momotaro was Japanese.
Is it not Chinese?
No, pretty sure it's Japanese.
What is Journey to the West then?
Oh, Journey to the West, I think that's Chinese.
And is Momotaro based on the Journey of the West?
I don't think so.
They're connected. I swear to God they are.
They could be.
We'll Google it after this.
It's like how I showed you that Little Wayne with easy to make a piece of cake.
Little John. Little John and Little Wayne, I think, are 2 different people.
No, this is the same guy. But yeah, I was gonna say something funny about I don't think Bigfoot shot Ferdinand, but I don't know if that's distasteful.
What?
You know the Archduke Ferdinand, someone shot him and started World War
Oh,
One.
yeah.
So unless Bigfoot did it, I don't think Kirin Sensei had the foot to stand on. Also, Kirin Sensei, no offense, I know you couldn't do anything because of recent events because this was made long time ago. It's pretty shitty to say demons caused some wars.
Whoa, wait a second. We can't retcon everything like the Wish Cash Pokemon episode. I don't know if people are old enough to know the reference, but I'm pretty sure they are.
Pokemon fans should know the Polygon episode and the Wishcast episode.
And the Kadabra lawsuit. You don't know it, Google it. I'm not going over in this short episode.
And the episode where they took out how Ash caught like 50 tourists, but because there's so many guns in that episode, never played in America.
And Ash dressing like a girl is now forbidden.
Forbidden. Okay, so next episode is like father and daughter, and I don't know what that implies.
I hope it just explains everything in a more cohesive way. It probably won't, but I hope so. And I don't need a good answer right now. I just need an answer.
So I think a good summary of this episode was when they did the logo that normally signified a halfway point, I literally just kind of broke down in tears being like, no, this can't be the halfway point. You can't tell me I have another half to go through. But I was lucky. They put it near the end for some reason.
Yeah, like you couldn't figure out a place to put your commercials.
You didn't think there was enough dead air between all these useless parts to put the commercial a little earlier.
So until the episode of Father and Daughter, which is basically the overarching theme of this whole series.
Which is ironic because it's playing off the father from the last series, but he never really got to see his daughter.
We only had a movie canonical imagery, and then they just put it in Yashahime.
Also, I got the adamant buzz.
Oh god, bye.